RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
For the biggest rivalry in 1A West MVCHA hockey, as the Roxana Shells host the Wood River Oilers. It should be a fun game tonight, and what's the keys to winning?
Well, Roxana went to coach's corner here, and their keys are they're going to have to play well in the defensive zone, stay away from the penalty box, take a lot of shots on net, and win the battles. For Wood River, what they're going to look at is trying to keep the puck in deep, work the power play, block, get some good goaltending, block shots, wanting to spread them out, pass the puck, and tire down the Roxana defense and stay in deep.
Well, the goaltending tonight for Roxana will be Caden Anderson, and the goaltender tonight for Wood River will probably be Clevenger. And we'll be back for the drop of the puck for the first period. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
And we're back here at the East Alton Ice Arena. The Roxana Shells hosting the East Alton Wood River Oilers. Mistake on the goaltending for Wood River. It will not be Clevenger, will be rushing starting the game for Wood River. And players to watch out for the Roxana Shells are definitely St. Peter's and Carlisle. Those two know how to find each other. But on the other side, Wood River has a handful of guys in Ford, Wysop, Winterberg, Harris, and Mayer. All guys with good puck handling abilities and pretty good shots.
Well, it's going to be a game tonight where we're going to have there's going to be a lot of checking. There's going to be a lot of physical play, a lot of forcing the puck in, and probably going to see a lot of rebounds here tonight.
Face-off win there by Wood Rivers gets taken away by Carlisle, and he'll bring it down deep. Has it along the midboards, tries to center it out to Hale, and can't get it.
What
Ford
a check.
brings it across center. We got a 2-on-1 with Ford. He gets tripped up, loses the puck to Royce, who gets checked by Wysop down low, centering it to Robertson, and the puck is loose, covered up by Anderson. She got a couple of shots on her, but was able to cover up.
Whatever starts out early, they get the puck in, and Robertson had one heck of a check. I think that was on Carlisle, and they were able to get the puck down, get the first couple shots on Kate, and try to test her firsthand tonight.
And Mayer will, off the face-off, throw that one at the net. Easy cover-up for Anderson.
Roxana needs to win the face-off here, get things going and get it out of their zone.
Face-off, won by Mayer, comes back to Rucker. He'll lose it to Carlisle, taken away by St. Peter's, tips it up to Carlisle. He's got Ford to beat and tries to get it to Hale, too far out in front. A shot on net goes wide, glove side of Rushing. Comes back to the point to Royce, back down to Carlisle. It's centered out in front. A shot, and it goes wide by Carlisle. Bad angle shot, and now Mayer on a race with Royce. Mayer on the breakaway, and deep shot, scores! Nick Mayer gets them up 1-0 here early in the first period.
Nick Mayer was right there at the neutral zone. He was fishing. Puck came out, had a good pass, and went for it. And I tell you what, once Mayer gets going, gets his wheel started, he's very hard to stop. He can deke. He can put the puck where he wants. He's a very talented player.
Nice little forehand back, and there fooled Anderson for the first goal. And Woodriver leads 1-0 as the puck comes back to St. Peter's. He'll get up to Mills. And Carlisle gets that, tries to get it off to Levi Wallace. Taken away by Robertson, and that gets taken away by Avery Revelle. Puck is loose, and Stephen White in across the blue line. Shot, and it's gloved by Rushing.
That shot was put well outside there on the Trapper side. He did have somebody coming over to the other side. Would have been a good deflection there on the shot.
Puck comes out to Wallace. It's taken away by Weissop, unable to clear, and then Tyler Robertson able to chip it out. Carlisle in his own zone gets by Robertson. He'll bring it to center. He's got Stephanie White on the far side. He'll bring it in. He's on a breakaway. He tries to go forehand, backhand. Couldn't get a stick on it. And couldn't put that one in. Big hit by Weissop on Carlisle. And he'll get called.
Carlisle just come in there. He split everybody. He went all the way from the back from his zone, split the defense, and walked in. Didn't really get a good shot on. He'll be a key tonight that Woodriver will have to watch, as he's got great stickability. He can put the puck on net. He's got a good shot, and he's able to find ways to get through.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
That'll be a hooking call against Weissop, and gets broken up by Rucker. He'll come out. Carlisle has it now, throws it off his own player. St. Peter's gets it back, and that gets chipped away by Mayer. Comes out to Revelle at center ice, up to Hale, and Mayer will break that up, forces him Hale to dump it in deep. Then St. Peter's around. Couldn't get that one out. It's loose in front, and St. Peter's able to clear. Anderson will hand it off to Revelle. Poked away by Winterberg. Winterberg has it in deep, gets tripped up. Now Harris. Harris trying to get it to Hale, gets broken up by Winterberg. Interception there. He'll throw it in deep.
Woodriver so far has done very good on this penalty kill.
Good centering pass there by Hale, got broken up. Trying to get it to St. Peter's, and Carlisle will give it back to Revelle. Revelle along the far side boards, gets broken up by Mayer, and he's in on net again. Shot, and a good save there by Anderson, and a great back check by Carlisle to get a stick on it and force Mayer to not have a very good shot on net.
Well, Woodriver had stand him up basically at the blue line. Most of your play is being played in the neutral zone. Roxana is going to have to, they got 46 seconds, they're going to have to get something going here and quick and keep it deep in the zone.
Face-off win by St. Peter's, back to Royce. Rucker holds it in, and Harris able to get it out to St. Peter's. St. Peter's trying to get around Ford, good poke check. Now Royce brings it across the blue line. That'll be offsides as Hale couldn't get back in time. Good defensive play there by Ford to poke that away from St. Peter's, trying to get around him. He would have had a breakaway.
31 seconds left on the power play. And Roxana's making some changes here.
Stephen White will get it ahead. Taken away by Ford, and he'll give it up to Mayer. Mayer from the high slot just puts a slow shot in on Anderson. She'll cover up.
Well, so far, Wood River has gotten 6 shots on goal here. And with Roxana having the power play, they've only got 1.
Face-off win by Mary, gets it, shoot, and it's turned away. Went off the skater, Royce. And White will send it up to Connor Anderson, who gets it out. Rucker at center ice, dumps it right back in to Roxana's end, and Robine will get it. Robine looking for a pass. He'll take it out himself, tipped it ahead to Stephanie White. Cross center, trying to get it to Robine, gets poked away. Harris couldn't get a good stick on it, and Stephen White will bring it in. Rucker and White in the corner. Rucker comes up with it, looking for a pass. Gets hit by White. And the puck is still loose. It'll come to Harris. Tries to chip it away ahead to himself, and Robine will break that up. It's held in by Anderson. Rucker gets that out. Tries to get a pass far side to Mayer, and that'll be icing as the power play has been over for some time for Roxana.
Every time Wood River gets the puck and Mayer's out there, they're looking for him. He's coming out there, he's fishing, and he's circling around the neutral zone. That could be very dangerous for Roxana. They're going to have to key on him.
Lysop will take the face-off against St. Peter's. St. Peter's wins it back to Revelle, taken away by Wood River St. Peter's. Carlisle will get it, centers it to St. Peter's. Roxana, who couldn't get that one on net. Now Ford chips it ahead, gets it out of the zone, and Carlisle will try to get it up to St. Peter's, who takes it away from Lysop, intercepting the initial pass. Ford able to clear it, and Revelle is back. Broken up by Robertson. Robertson battling for the puck. Gets it, shot, loose puck, tipped and scores! Alex Savantino scores on the loose puck to make it 2-0.
Good things happen when you go to the net. They took a shot. They had somebody there. Caden lost the angle there. She took the angle and came off her pad. Savantino was right there.
Way to battle for the puck was Robertson. He had 2 Roxana players there, still able to get a shot off.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Comes back to St. Peter's, into Winterberg a shot, and it's turned away by the stick of Anderson. Harris down in the corner, gets poked away by St. Peter's, and Winterberg will dump it right back in. Revelle tries to get it out, held in by Ford. Comes down to Winterberg at the midboards. Harris a shot right into the chest of Anderson, and she'll cover up.
Wood River's keeping it going. They're getting the shots. They're looking for the open man. They're fighting around the boards. They're doing everything right. Roxana needs to find ways to get the puck up. Keep it high in the zone.
Puck comes over to Winterberg, taken away by Hale. Will chip it away ahead. He's in a race with St. Peter's. Tries to get it in head to Roxana St. Peter's. Couldn't get it to him. Got broken up. It'll come back to Robine at the point. Easy shot. Broken up by Ford. That one will come out. And Royce will get it back in his own end. Royce gets it over to Harris. Goes past Wood River's Harris. And St. Peter's will get it broken up by Wood River St. Peter's. And Mayer has it at center ice. Shot. Scores! Top shelf on Anderson. And that's Mayer's second.
Can't let Mayer get behind you in your defense. He does that, he'll put it in. He'll make a good shot.
Heck of a shot down that low, and it's still able to get it up over the shoulder of Anderson. Always order top shelf.
And he did that. He didn't have much room to put that top shelf. He found a way to get it up there. Really got a lot on the puck there.
As we have a timeout, we'll go to a break. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too. You'll find it at Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
And we're back after the timeout. Goes ahead. St. Robertson gets it, dumps it out, and that'll be icing against the Oilers.
So far, the shots right now, Wood River's dominating. They've got 10 shots now.
Hopefully, Ed St. Peter's had a couple of choice words there for his players to get them pumped for the remainder of this first period. They look flat so far.
Well, not only is this a Roxana Wood River rivalry, we got St. Peter's rivalry. It's like the Sutter brothers of hockey here. You know, got the boys playing hockey out here, and the coaches, and it's fun to watch.
And it's taken away by Alex St. Peter's. He gets tripped up, no call. It'll come out to center for Carlisle. Couple of good moves there. He just has Rucker to beat, who puts a good poke on him. Rucker gets that one out, gets past a couple of Shells. He's in on Ravel. Rucker around Ravel, shot, he scores! Far post and in, Rucker. What a shot, gets past a couple of Shells and took it all the way himself. Beating Ravel far side and then having Caden move to her left, shot it right and went right in.
I like where he looked. He looked right where he was going to go. He looked up right at the goal and put it in right over the pads.
We got Mayer in again. Centers it to Harris. He scores! Makes it 5-0 with 5 minutes left in the first period. These Oilers are rolling.
Roxana's going to have to find a way with their defense to stop this team coming in. They're getting the shots, they're getting the rebounds, and they're fighting good around the corners and stuff.
That was a heck of a play there by Mayer and Harris. Mayer found him. Harris was sitting there right on the doorstep, wide open. And that puck will come down low. Winterberg will chip it ahead for Harris. Gets hit by Royce. Mayer and St. Peter's, a big battle down low.
Starting to get choppy now.
And centering by Rucker to Harris, gets broken up. Roxana figured out they need a defender there in the slot as they haven't had one all night. Now Roxana's Harris getting away from Wood River's Harris. Robine chips that ahead. St. Peter's can't get to it. Rucker gets it away and they'll throw it in deep. Mayer gets it down low, ducks the hit from Royce. He gets it behind the net, broken up by Harris. Throws it to the center of his own zone, but he gets it back, and it's chipped in by Rucker. They're unable to clear. Rucker will shoot it wide right, but it comes over to Mayer, and then Ford chips it back in. Robine's able to get it out, and Ford gets hit from behind, no call. It goes into Wood River's end. Harris is there to get it. Harris battling for the puck with Harris and Rucker. It's down in the corner. Rucker tips it up to Harris. Harris takes that one away. And Ford has it behind. Gives it up to Wood River's Harris. Now Winterberg brings it into Roxana's end. A shot on net. Rebound, but Anderson's able to get that one.
Tell you what, I like watching Mayer around the boards. He'll get hit. They'll come in with a check. He'll get his head down, his body down, and escape that check. It's almost patented in this league of what he's going to do, and he still gets by with it.
Face-off win by Robertson. Back to Weishaupt. Tried to center back. He got broken up, and now there's a battle between Robertson and Ravel down low. Gets taken away by Carlisle, and Carlisle's in on the defense. Carlisle through the legs, and it's gloved by Rushing. Shot it between the legs of Ford. And having a little extra words was Carlisle and Ford after the play.
Oh, these teams, they're rivals. Nice to each other before the game, but not during.
Face-off win by Stephanie White to Connor Anderson. Tries to clear, held in by Carlisle at the point. Shot, he scores! Jacob Carlisle from the point, and Roxana's on the board, but they still got a lot of room to catch up. It's 5-1.
Jacob Carlisle's going to be dangerous all night. Anytime that he holds the puck, he gets a shot on net or comes in, he's going to be the one to watch tonight.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
Mayer gets it, and Ravel will break that up. Winterberg will chip it back ahead to Mayer. Shot! Great save by Anderson with the leg. Now St. Peter's a shot for the point. He scores! St. Peter's from the top of the circle, and that'll make it 6-1.
Wood River's passing the puck very well. Moving the puck, finding the angles, taking the shots, and making good quality shots.
Goal number 24, Ben Winterberg from number 92,
It got tipped out in front by Winterberg. The goal got changed to Ben Winterberg. But a nice tip. And Roxana's in a deep hole just in the first period. Robine chip it ahead for St. Peter's up to Carlisle. St. Peter's at the point, shot on net. Easy save by Anderson. Tries to go with a backhand, was Harris, and he slips, goes into the net, and we'll have a whistle.
Well, we have 2:23 left in the first period now. The shots now, Wood River's got an overpowering 16 shots right now to Roxana's 3.
St. Peter's gets ahead, broken up by Kyle Ford. Now Royce will bring it in across the blue line, shot on net, saved by Rushing, and Ford will get that behind the net. Chips it ahead. St. Peter's, Robertson will take that away. He chipped it ahead to himself out of the zone. Robertson kicks it ahead, taken away by St. Peter's. St. Peter's gets by Robertson but loses the puck. Then Rucker is able to clear it, and that'll be icing against the Oilers.
I believe that's a first for Wood River. Icing the puck. But Roxana is getting in the zone and starting to take shots. They just got a couple there.
Face-off comes over to Mills. Will chip it back to Rucker. Rucker around the boards. Back of the net to Ford. Ford will bring it into neutral ice. Big hit by Carlisle on Ford, getting payback.
Wow.
Carlisle in the zone. Carlisle's in deep. Shot! Scores! Carlisle is second of the night to make it 6-2.
He comes out and he gets the good hit. Gets the puck, looks for it, and walks in and takes the shot. Put it 5-hole.
If you want to make a comeback and you're playing for Roxana, just get it to Carlisle. He'll get it for you.
Very determined kid there. Jacob the Killer Carlisle.
Face-off win there by Mayer. Gets it away and gets it back to Rucker. Rucker cross ice to Ford, centering it up to Mayer. Mayer slowing down the pace, gives it off to Rucker. Good forecheck by Stephen White. Gets broken up by Wallace, and Wallace will throw it in. Winterberg down to Harris. Harris up to Mayer, and Mayer's on his third breakaway shot. And it goes wide. I think Anderson might have got a leg on it.
Good pass by Harris. Put it right on the tape.
Under a minute left here in the first period. It goes back to the point to Ford. Puts a low shot on. Mayer tried to tip that in. Caden Anderson was there and made the save.
You had 3 Wood River Oilers there. You had Winterberg, you had Mayer, and you had Harris right there on the doorstep, right there with Caden. There was nobody there in the front there for Roxana.
With 40 seconds left in the first period, we'll have a face-off, and Roxana's in. Comes out to St. Peter's. Goes down low, and Harris able to get that out. It goes through the legs of Ford, but he's able to track that one down and gets it back. Just under 30 seconds left here in the first period. Robertson hands it off to Mills. Mills a shot, and it's gloved by Anderson with 19 seconds left.
I think we're going to look for a lot more intensity here in this next period coming up from Roxana. They'll probably be coming out doing a lot more checking, a lot more dumping.
Face-off win by Roxana. Carlisle's here. He's got enough time for one more rush at the net. Gets past Ford, but loses the puck, and then Ford gets a big hit on Carlisle. I can see it being a battle all night between those two.
Ford won that battle that time. Ford's a very good defenseman. He's a good stay-at-home defenseman. That's a good hit.
Wow. Nice hit at the end of the period. That'll do it here for the first period action. We'll see if Roxana can come up with a comeback here in the second. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
And we're back here for second period action. Face-off one there by St. Peter's. Throws Mayer to the ice after that.
Roxana's got the power line on too right now.
Goes into the bench and hit a Roxana coach. That was Jason Anderson. Came up and hit.
Jason didn't feel that.
Face off one back to Robine, able to get it in. Rucker gets it back out. Robine with the puck will dump it in, and Roxana gains the zone. Carlisle down low, gets past a couple defenders, centers it out to St. Peter's. It gets broken up. Now comes out to Mayer. Mayer's got Ravel to beat. He's got speed. Ravel, what a play!
Penalty.
She'll get called for tripping, but it was a very, very good penalty she just took there. She'll take that penalty and broke up the play.
That would, if she didn't do that, he would have came in alone on her.
Yeah, if this was the NHL, that would be a penalty shot.
That's what I was looking for too.
Penalty, Shells, number 13, Abby Ravel, tripping.
And Harris is right behind him. So, I mean, if he would have took the shot, Harris would have been right there for the...
Harris gets it back to Rucker, and it's tipped out of play.
Yeah, anytime Mayer, you get a one-on-one with Mayer, you better do what you can to get the puck away.
Harris has it in deep. Looking for Mayer. He'll just dump it off for Winterberg. Gives it back to the point to Rucker. Comes back to Winterberg. Winterberg off the pads of St. Peter's, and it's cleared out. St. Peter's coming in. He's all alone, but it's too deep for him, and they'll have to set up. Tries to bank it off for Rushing. Can't get it. He's down in center, and it gets broken up by St. Peter's as the other St. Peter's tried to put that one home. Mayer chips that ahead for Harris. Harris is in on a breakaway. Shot. What a save by Anderson. Loose puck. Tipped ahead by Winterberg. And I can't tell. Was it a goal?
It wasn't a goal. It was stopped there by the pad. And then they tried to chip at it again. And she kept it.
So a great save by Anderson. I couldn't tell if the puck was in the net. And Roxana is really getting overworked here. Puck comes back to Rucker at the point. Handed down to Robertson. Give it back to Rucker. St. Peter's tries to clear. Rucker holds it in. Broken up by St. Peter's. And Carlisle lifts the stick and able to get it out.
59 seconds left on the penalty.
Hill and Weissop will hand it off to Rucker, who will send it all the way up to Mayer at center. They're able to clear. Rucker has it. Gets past Hale on the hit. And Carlisle will gain center. Tries to chip it up to Hale, too far ahead. And Weissop will give it up to Robertson. Now gives it up to Rucker. And that'll be another penalty against the Roxana Shells.
Oh, yeah, that was an elbow.
Head contact.
Come right at him with it. Can be a dangerous hit there.
So now we'll have a 5-on-3 for 27 seconds, and then another Power play for Wood River.
I knew that Roxana would come out, with a little more intensity, but they need to keep people out of the penalty box if they want to start being in this game.
Winterberg sends it over to Harris. A little tip pass up to Mayer. Shot goes wide. Now Winterberg gives it up to Ford at the point. Now cross eyes to St. Peter's. Down low to Harris looking for Mayer. And it was in the crease, so the puck will come out of the zone. But Wood River moving the puck very well so far in this game, which has led them to this big lead and the high amount of shots that they've put on net.
20-6.
Harris is able to clear that one out, and that'll do it for the first penalty for Roxana. They still got one more in. And it's icing against Wood River as Winterberg couldn't come up with the puck.
Wood River's got 1:28 left on their power play. They're going to have to start getting more shots. Oh, I liked when Harris came up with that puck early. He had that break. It was good instinct there. That was instinct alone. As he comes shooting up, got the pass and came in on that shot.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Face-off win there for Mayer. He's looking for Winterberg on the far side, and a bit too high of a saucer pass. Too far, and it'll come up to Ford. Now for Mayer to Harris at center ice. Harris can't come up with it as the poke check from Ravel. Now a shot from Winterberg. Good save by Anderson. Another shot from Ford, and it gets broken up by White. Now St. Peter's can't get it in. It got broken up by Harris. Goes to the far side. Gets taken out by Ravel. Mayer will wait for Harris and will bring it in. Shot on net and gloved by Anderson.
Mayer took a high shot on that one there. 47 seconds left on the power play for Wood River. Caden Anderson doing a good job here. And Roxana Shells on the penalty kill. They need to take that momentum and use it for the rest of the period.
Rucker at the point, throws it in deep. It'll go around the boards, and Alex Savantino will get it. Gives it off to Wysop, gets broken up by Carlisle, and good job there by the penalty kill to get that one out.
28 seconds on the power play now.
St. Peter's in his own end, looking for a pass, tries to get it to Robertson, broken up by Hale. Hale just chip it ahead. Down to get it is Harris. Harris to Hale. Hale up to Robine at the point. Shot gets tipped. Oh, and how did that not go in? Harris tipped it wide. Carlisle gets it at the point.
Penalty's over with now.
Rucker.
They're back.
Get broken up by Carlisle. The shot goes wide. Harris puts it back behind the net, and Hale is there to get it in the corner. Now to St. Peter, centers it to Harris. Couldn't get a stick on it. Harris gets checked by Robertson down low. And Wysop will send it around the boards. Carlisle keeps that in, puts a shot on. Loose puck. Two great saves by Rushing. Falling down, able to get that one. And there's going to be a hold.
Well, Wood River, their defense was back. They had two guys there right in front of the net, and they stayed right there with them. If they weren't there, Roxana had two guys ready to go, put that puck in the net.
Rucker's going to get called for a hold, and that'll be Roxana's first power play opportunity, and they'll get it down low, deep in Wood River's end. And it gets chipped out by Mayer. Mayer with some speed races Ravel for the puck, but Ravel's able to get that out. St. Peter's throws it right back in, and Royce will get it behind his own net. Royce tries to get it up to Stephanie White, broken up by Winterberg. Shot! And it's blocked out in front. Mayer comes up with it. Mayer back behind the net, has it, broken up by Royce. He'll give it up to Connor Anderson. Anderson gets poked away by Winterberg, who will chip it back in.
1:20 left for Roxana power play. They need to get the puck up and get the puck up quick.
It gets chipped back in. Royce has it behind the net. Gets hit by Winterberg, and it's intercepted by Mayer. Mayer gets hit by White. Tries to get it up to Ford, broken up. Loose puck. Mayer comes up with it. Ford holds that clearing attempt by Ravel in, and White is able to get that one out.
Wood River's forechecking is amazing on this power play. They're staying up. Actually, Ford's defenseman, he was staying inside the zone on that. 35 seconds left for Roxana on their power play.
It'll come up to St. Peter's. St. Peter's will get it in. They're not getting enough time, and Wood River's in on this power play. Carlisle down low, off the boards to Ravel. High slot, shot on net, and it got tipped by Carlisle just wide. They'll come back to Ravel at the point. And the Carlisle can't come up with the puck. Centers it to St. Peter's, and he just shoots it wide. The penalty is over for Wood River, and there'll be a whistle.
Roxana did a real good job inside the zone, passing Carlisle to Ravel. Carlisle to Ravel. Some good shots, and then Ravel took that shot. Carlisle's right there trying to get the tip in. They had good scoring opportunities there, but just couldn't get it in.
Weissop gives it back to Rucker. Tries to get it around the boards. Carlisle's there. Gets ahead of Weissop, and he'll give it back to St. Peter's behind the net. St. Peter's looking for a centering pass. It gets broken up, and now Rucker. Rucker has Robertson on the near side. Tries to give it to him, broken up by Ravel, and St. Peter's able to clear that out. Now Carlisle in deep with Ford. Gives it off to St. Peter's. St. Peter's centers it to Hale. It trickles. It did not go in. Rushing was able to dive over and get that puck slowly rolling towards the net.
A lot of physical activity up there in the crease area. We got Fangel and Roxana. Back and forth yelling here in the crowd.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Number 12, Brandon Weissop. 2 minutes for...
And Roxana will have another power play. We'll see if they can get something started on this one. Nothing on the last one they had. Clearing attempt comes to Carlisle, hold it in. Shot gets broken up. Robine throws it at the net. And Carlisle gets that clearing attempt by Mayer. Harris puts a low shot on. Battle for the puck down low. Carlisle comes up with it. He's looking for the wraparound, broken up by Ford. Carlisle behind the net, tries to put it in. Can't get it. Ford broke it up. Rucker able to clear. And down to get it is going to be Robine.
I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch Carlisle and Ford there again battling it out.
Mayer will get it off the skate of Carlisle, and Winterberg has it. He's got some good hands. He's down low. Brings it behind the net. Keeps it away from a couple of Roxana defenders. Loses the puck to Robine, able to get it back. Robine will finally take it away. Just a minute left in the power play for Roxana, and they can't get any offense started so far. It'll come down into Roxana's end. Harris gets it behind his own net. Now Hale.
It's Wood River's forechecking. They're not letting him get out. Now you got Carlisle coming up.
Carlisle has it in deep. Bad angle shot and a good save by Rushing, but St. Peter was in there, couldn't get that rebound to go through. St. Peter's is there. We just got under a half a minute left in the power play. Hale shot on net, gets broken up. Now Carlisle down low with Ford. Ford chips it ahead for Mayer. Off the boards, held in by Harris. Harris, a shot, and it got broken up by Rucker. Now Mayer will bring it up to center. It's checked by Harris, loses the puck, and Hale will get it. Hale off the boards, gets that out. And we're just seconds away from the end of the Roxana power play, as that'll do it. Wysop coming out of the box. Mayer down low, shot. Loose puck. Robertson can't get it on net, as it was behind the line whenever he took the shot. Now Harris behind Roxana's net. Centering pass to Ford, just wide. Robine will get that one out past Rucker.
Another good check there by Wood River. Deep in the zone.
Comes out to Ford. Throws it around the boards. Harris couldn't hold it in. And Rucker will try and get it up to Harris. Couldn't get to it, and that's icing against Wood River. Roxana slowly starting to show a little bit of intensity. Maybe possibly going to start to get into this game. Get a couple goals up. They'll be back into it.
Roxana's got to get it out of their zone. Wood River's making it very difficult for them to do that. But once they get out and start getting in and taking shots on goal, they seem to be doing pretty good.
Face-off win for Wood River. Wysop has it along the near side boards. He'll chip it ahead of Ravel, and he'll race in and get a good forecheck there by Wysop. Wysop gets checked by Levi Wallace, and Ravel comes up with the puck, unable to clear, held in by St. Peter's. The shot gets blocked by his own player, Robertson, and Wysop throws it ahead. Down low is Royce and Robertson. Royce tries to get it up to Anderson, taken away by Ford. Good backhand, tries to get the tip from Robertson, and he couldn't get it, goes wide. Couple of hits on Wysop, couldn't get him to come down, but White's able to get the puck, and he gets it out. St. Peter's gets it over to Robertson, and will throw it in deep along the far side boards. Wallace up to Royce. Royce can't clear. Held in by St. Peter's. A shot on net turned away by Anderson, and we're under a minute left in the second period. Connor can't get that one out. Nice tip by Mills, just wide. Royce will throw it around the boards. St. Peter's has it at the point. Robertson back to Mills, trying to center it to Wysop. Gets broken up by White, and a good battle by White to get that puck out. Royce has it at center, poked away by Mills, and Anderson chips it ahead. Now Robertson tries to get it up to Mills, and Ravel's back to get it. 16 seconds left in the period. Ford able to keep that in. Now Mills is all alone. Mills shot, and it's covered up by Anderson. There's 6 seconds left in the second period.
Wood River keeping the puck in high, keeping it deep on Roxana. Roxana's going to have to find a way in the next period to chip that puck up and keep it in. Start creating more scoring chances. Wood River's got 26. Roxana's only got 12.
Comes up to Mara. Good shot off the face-off, but it gets turned away. Royce up to Hale, and that'll do it for the second period here at East Alton Ice Arena. Wood River still leading 6-2. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at riverBender.com.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena, ready for third period action. We're about to drop the puck. Wood River leading the Roxana Shells 6-2. Roxana getting the scoring chances, just not able to get the puck in the net. Let's see if they can get something started here. As the puck is dropped, it goes to the far side. Robine off the boards trying to get it to Hale, and Rucker will get it and dumps it out.
Monster hit on from Harris. Almost put Robine over the boards.
St. Peter's gives it up to Carlisle. Carlisle spins, tries to give it over to Harris. Harris will give it, Hale. Hale gives it back to Robine, back in deep. Rucker breaks that up, and he'll give it up to Mayer. Mayer gains center, he gains the zone. He's in deep, centering pass. Winterberg scores! Nice pass from Mayer to Winterberg. And they're able to slide that one in. There's nothing Anderson could do about that.
They had to put that one on the reels. I tell you what, he went back behind, he put it... Got it over to Winterberg. Winterberg was right there. Great angle. She didn't come in on that angle. Kate took what she was supposed to there, and it got on Winterberg's stick and put it in.
That might have done it there for Roxana. That might have killed them right there. All their momentum. That's 7-2 here with 11 minutes left in the third period. That puck will come to Carlisle. He's got it high. Carlisle puts it on net and goes just wide. Chipped ahead. And that one will come into Roxana's end. Carlisle gets it. He's got plenty of time. He slows down the pace, brings it out. Gets through a couple of Wood River defenders. Gets past Mayer, looking for a centering pass. Gets it to St. Peter's. He scores! What a score! Nice job by St. Peter's. Beautiful pass there by Carlisle.
Now St. Peter's used his hockey instincts. Got there in front of the net, took that shot. Carlisle came up with the puck. He was very patient, very relaxed. Looked and seen where the openings were. Got the puck all the way up. Outstanding job by both St. Peter's and Carlisle.
Carlisle gets the puck back on his stick. St. Peter's goes into the zone, so he's forced to keep it out. Now St. Peter's chipped to the head, broken up by Ford. He gets punched in the back of the head by St. Peter's, no call. Now Ravel off the boards, trying to get it up to Carlisle, too far ahead. Big hit there in the zone by Rucker on Carlisle. As it comes deep, Roxana's in. Royce has it off the boards. And Weishaupt will chip it ahead. Now Royce around for Carlisle. Carlisle can't get it past Rucker. He throws it in deep. Ravel up for Hale, too far ahead. And Weishaupt will get it, slows it down, gives it over to Rucker. Carlisle will get that, has it in front. Shot gets broken up. Hale tries to put that home. Can't get it in. They poke it ahead, and the whistle was blown before the puck went in the net.
Royce had his hands up. He's defenseman over there. He has his hands up. He thought it was in. He was ready to celebrate.
There is a penalty against Wood River, which actually cost the Roxana Shells a goal.
River penalty, number 15, Tyler Robertson for interference.
Wood River is stopping him there, but every time Roxana gets in, it seems like they get a penalty. They get close, you know. Roxana just needs to keep jamming it right there in front of the net.
Royce gets a shot off. Mayer breaks it up. He's down. Tries to get past Ravel. Good defensive play by Ravel to get that away from him. And St. Peter's will break up the pass to Winterberg. St. Peter's and Carlisle in on 2-on-2. It comes up to Hale. Hale gets a shot off. Tipped and he scores! What a tip by St. Peter's on the shot from Hale, and that makes it 7-4.
Now it's starting to get interesting here. Roxana's coming back. They're scoring goals. Wood River's got to look at themselves and go, what happened? So whatever Roxana's doing, they need to keep doing it. That's going towards the net.
What looked like a finishing goal from Wood River. Roxana was able to come back and make this just a 3-goal game. Winterberg brings it in deep, gets checked by Robin, shoves it off. He's behind the net, looking for a pass, gives it off to Ford, can't get it off his stick, and it's broken up by St. Peter's, but it gets held back in. Harris looking for a man in front, gives it off to Mayer along the far side boards, takes a bad angle shot off the side of the net. Winterberg hands it off to Harris behind the net. Harris centers it to Winterberg, and the puck goes back. And St. Peter's gets that ahead. Gives it up to Carlisle. Carlisle's ahead. He's in past Ford. Gets a headshot. And what a save by rushing to turn that away. Carlisle with a desperation shot. Bad angle. And Robin unable to hold that in. Mayer's in on a breakaway. Mayer in deep. Shot off the side of the net. It'll come up to Winterberg. Slot. Loose puck. The puck is loose, and Mayer can't get that one on. He scores on the wraparound, on the rebound. Wow. Never giving up was Mayer, and able to get a goal. Puts them back up by 4.
Well, they went around the net, went to the net, shot it here, shot it there. You keep getting those shots, it's going to go in eventually, and that's what happened there.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown for Roxana. They didn't need that. They were starting to gain momentum. Face-off comes back to St. Peter's. Trying to get it up to Robertson. Broken up by Wallace, and then goes back to Royce. Weishaupt trying to get it up to Robertson, and Royce will get that. Royce gains center. He'll bring it in and throw it around the boards. Down to get it is Wallace and St. Peter's. Wallace knocks St. Peter's off the puck. White's down low. A shot by White, and the puck is still loose. It's behind the net. Weishaupt able to chip that ahead. White has it in the corner. Tries to center to her brother, Steven. Steven to center to Wallace, who couldn't get enough on a shot, and it was gloved by Rushing.
Roxana putting on a little bit of pressure on Wood River. That's the way they're going to come back. Just keep going towards the net. Shots on goal. They're getting a little bit more this period. They need to be more better quality.
Face-off win by Mayer, back to Rucker. Rucker tries to get it to Harris. Couldn't get to it, and Ravel will get it back in her own end. Now Mayer breaks it up, gives it to Winterberg, back to St. Peter's. St. Peter's gets past a couple of players on one move, gets it in deep. Now Mayer has it, shot goes well wide. Now Winterberg centers it to Harris, the backhand couldn't go through. Shot by Rucker and a good glove save by Anderson to freeze it up.
6:54 left in the game here in the third period. Whatever needs just to be a play preventive hockey right now. Keep Roxana from getting in their zone, clogging up the neutral zone.
Face-off win by St. Peter's, broken up by Winterberg. A soft shot in on net. It was loose. Harris was coming in, but Anderson able to cover up. Roxana's going to have to get a quick goal here. If they want any chance of coming back, they got to get it done right now. Face-off will come over to Harris. Up for Hale.
Look at Carlisle. He's up there.
There he is by Carlisle. Carlisle all alone. Gives it over to St. Peter's. St. Peter's loses the puck, and it got broken up by Rucker. That one gets out, and Harris is racing down for the puck. Harris gets it back of the goal. It'll get dumped around by Harris. And breaking it up from St. Peter's was the other St. Peter's. Mayer, shot on goal, saved by Anderson. And Carlisle has it now. He's in deep. He's got St. Peter's, and the rebound couldn't come out to him. Hale a shot. It's still loose, and a good glove slave there by Rushing on the rebound.
Roxana's right on their doorstep. Carlisle keeps punching in there. You got Hale and St. Peter's working hard to try to get some shots on goal.
Face off by St. Peter's, back to Robine. A shot gets broken up, and Harris will throw it down low to Carlisle. Couldn't connect. Hale centers it to St. Peter's. Couldn't get it in. It goes over to Carlisle. Couldn't get a stick on it. Harris has it. Over to Robine. A shot. The puck is still loose. It goes in. They score! Gets tipped in. It looked like St. Peter's on the loose puck, and it'll make it 8-5. A very high-scoring game.
Roxana actually looked like they were on the power play there. They were moving the puck well, getting good shots, doing some cycling, passing it to the points and stuff. If they can continue to do that, they can get back into this game. Down by 3 with 5:45 left.
Speaking of them looking like they were on the power play, they have one now as Wysop got called at the end of that play. So St. Peter's brings it in on the power play, hands it off to Carlisle, and he loses the puck. It's still loose, and whatever able to clear. Down to get it is Rovell back behind the net. The puck is loose. Mayer tries to poke it away. Ravel dives on top of it. Wouldn't let him get to it. Ravel shifts it ahead for herself. Ravel to St. Peter's. St. Peter's in across the blue line. He's down low, loses the puck, and he'll tries to get it up to Carlisle. St. Peter's down low. He got broken up by Mayer, and he's at center.
That Roxana first line, they've been out there for a while now. They're starting to get tired.
Comes out the center, and it'll get chipped back in. Roy's back to get it. Leaves it for Carlisle. Carlisle gains center. Now he's in the zone. Shoots between the legs, right into the chest of Rushing. Way to use a screen there, but couldn't get it off to that far glove side, which was wide open.
It looked like he pretty much just walked in, but Roxana is getting the shots now. They're really picking it up. It would have been nice if they would have started it earlier. And that line is still staying out there.
All they needed, they're on the power play. So Roxana doing everybody they got. Try and get a goal here. Carlisle wins the face-off. St. Peter's has it. Takes it in. Puck is still loose. Hale lifts the stick of forward, and it'll come back to Harris. Harris will throw it in deep. Carlisle can't get the loose puck. Shot by St. Peter's. And it's blocked by Alex St. Peter's of Wood River. Carlisle down low. Centering pass for Hale wasn't there. Now Harris gets blocked by Harris, and it'll come up to Harris. Stops, and Harris takes it away. Now Harris has it, and taken away by St. Peter's. It'll come over to Mayer. Mayer gains his own. High at the point. It goes well wide, and Harris will get it back behind his net. Hale all the way down for Carlisle. Tipped ahead. Ford broke it up. He's got center. Now Wysop out of the box. Chips it ahead, and it's off the boards behind the net. Wysop has it along the near side boards. Broken up by Carlisle. Ford holds it in. Now Robine up for Carlisle. Can't connect with it. Hale tried to get a hit on Harris. Couldn't get him. Harris is bringing it in deep. Harris loses the puck, and it's covered up by Anderson. He had Winterberg along the near side.
Wood River starting to shut him down now. Here this last so many seconds, but minute. As Roxana had the power line on there trying to get things done, which they did. Had a lot of shots.
Tired him down and was able to play him hard was Wood River. Robertson will center it up to Winterberg. A shot. Good save by Anderson. She gets back, makes another good save. Nice job there by Anderson to keep the puck out.
Wood River keeps chipping away. All they got to do now is just play preventative defense now.
2:55 left in the game, and the puck will come back to Alex St. Peter's. Shot goes wide. Ravel is there, tries to chip it ahead to Wallace, gets broken up by Harris, and they're battling for it along the midboards. Rucker can't get that one out. And White racing for the puck. Rucker's able to get it away. Rucker chips it in, gets a shot off, goes well wide. Connor Anderson battling, trying to get that puck out. Stephanie White able to get it. Anderson chips it ahead. Anderson tries to leave it for White, and Winterberg was there. Robine off the boards, and it'll come from Mayer. Just 2 minutes left, and they'll put back out the power line. They're trying to get him out there. Rucker up for Harris. Harris gains the zone. Nice little toe drag, but he loses it to Harris. And then St. Peter's a shot, and Harris will break that up. Carlisle, a big hit on Rucker. He gets put back, but St. Peter's gets the puck, and he gets hit by Mayer. It'll go down low. Winterberg high off the glass, able to clear, and that'll be icing against the East Alton Wood River Oilers.
Be looking to see if they pull out Caden Anderson.
Wysop down in the corner. Behind the net to Ford, back to Rucker. Broken up by St. Peter's, but he's able to get it back to Ford. Harris can't keep that in, and Mayer will get it. Trying to slow it down, run the clock out. Mayer behind his own net. Off the goal, gets past St. Peter's, and he'll send it up to Robertson, tips it ahead. Down to get it is Robertson, gets checked. Ooh, puts a check on Robine, and he'll get called. Possible head contact or
Here we go. Here comes the skirmish right now. There's going to be some game misconduct here. If any gloves are thrown.
They didn't like that hit by Robertson on Robine. And Robertson will go off. So they'll finish the last 52 seconds with a penalty. I don't think Roxana has enough time to really get back into this game, but they will finish the game with a power play.
Whatever penalty, number 15, Tyler Robertson for roughing.
And it comes back to Ford. Now Rucker comes off Carlisle and gives a big hit on Carlisle. Now Harris in his own zone gives it off to Robine. Robine off the boards to Carlisle. Too far out in front. And he'll race Ford for it. He'll get it. Stops behind the net. Shoves off a Rucker. They're battling for the puck. Just under 30 seconds left in this game. St. Peter's has it. And there's a call. And a big hit by Weissop at the end of the play. There'll be high sticking. And it looks like it'll be against... Jacob Carlisle. Jacob Carlisle gets called for high sticking, so they won't finish the game out with a power play, but there's just 20 seconds left and they're down by 3.
Number 24, Jacob Carlisle.
It's not really going to matter. Gets tipped ahead by St. Peter's. Goes down low for Ford, throws it behind the net to Rucker. We got 10 seconds left in the game. Ford has it along the boards. Ford loses the puck to Hale. It comes down into the corner. Centers it for St. Peter's. It goes wide, and that'll do it here at the East Alton Ice Arena. These two rivals, East Alton Wood River, got the best of the Roxana Shells, 8-5. You've been watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got Thorpe, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from Tony.
Yeah! Woo!
The Oilers center ice. 13 has it. Oh, a shot a little bit wide. Oilers keep it in the zone.
And we're back here at the East Alton Ice Arena. The East Alton Wood River Oilers just got the best of the Roxana Shells, defeating them 8-5. They had them beat there in the first period. 6-2 was the final score at the end of the first, and from there on, Wood River has pretty much dominated play.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wood River, they got the shots on goal. They kept... One thing that Wood River did very well tonight is that their forechecking ability was great. Roxana couldn't get out of their zone, for one thing. And then when they got in the zone, Carlisle was shut down a lot of the times, not all the time. And Ford did a great job when those two were with each other. Mayer had an excellent game this game, and you got to give it to the goaltending for Wood River tonight.
Great job there by Wood River, finding the passes, the outlets in the slot, getting a lot of passes off. Coming back to the point, getting tips. They're just using every aspect of the offensive side of the game to get up those 8 goals.
They were angling on Caden. Every time they took a shot, they had somebody there that had a good angle. They were getting good shots. They were getting good quality shots tonight, and I think that was the key to the game.
Well, it was pretty much self-explanatory. Wood River just came out with an offensive fire, and the only people standing in their way was Carlisle and St. Peter's getting up those 5 goals.
They did that line, that power line, they were getting it done for Roxana. They just maybe waited a little bit too long, or they tired out there at the end, but that was a good shift that they had there at the end to try to come back and put some more scores for Roxana.
And great job there by Rushing for the Wood River goal. Had a heck of a game, and
I think it was just an all-around win for Wood River. I think everybody did their job. I think every line went out there and did their job. They did it well. They had a few problems. I think what really hurt Wood River is they had a lot of penalties when they defended it. But, it stopped a lot of goals from going in, too. So.
Well, that'll do it here at the East Alton Ice Arena. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend.